Yes, good afternoon, members. I'm called Kenneth. I'm presenting Green Business. I and with my group members, we are four, but we divided the work in two sections, and every member is going to present a section. Now, for me, I'm going to present the impact of green business and the challenges. Before we go that, you first take a look at that picture so that you can appreciate the role or the impact of green business. Then from there, you can look at the introduction of green business, and we see that green business is a new venture arising from a need to revamp the green natural capital by being adopted, growing by being a depleted growing industrialization, urbanization, and human activities. But even before we go that deep, what is green business? Green business is a growing alternative clean business without any negative impact on environment, community, and economy. It is a historic model purposed to reduce the negative effect of entrepreneurial activities on the environment, communities, societies, economy while making clean. So different people have defined green business as you can read, but when you can use the one of UN Global Compact, green business is defined as a business that operates in environmental responsible manner, contributing to the well-being of local communities and the economy, and seeks to minimize its negative impact on the environment and society. Then, what are the impacts of global or on of green business? You're looking at green business, its impacts on the global perspective and the Ugandan perspective. But on the global perspective, we can see that green business has reduced the carbon emissions. And when we can see that it has, even when it reduced the carbon emissions, it is projected to reduce the carbon emissions by 80% in 2050 if we implement it. Then another one, it can reduce the waste production, and it is and it and if well implemented, it can reduce up to 70% of the waste production. Then it can also create jobs. And when you see by a report from the International Labour Organization, green business can create up to 24 million new jobs globally by 2030 if well implemented. Then it can reduce on the cost of doing business. And we are looking at the report from World Economic Forum, where they are saying that when implemented well, green business can save up to 12 trillion annually by 2030. Then another one, it can promote social responsibility. And we're saying that social responsibility association report revealed that consumers are more likely to purchase products and services from companies that are environmentally conscious and promoting social responsibility by green business and creating awareness and actions by individuals and governments worldwide. Then it can also promote sustainable development. Then according to United Nations Development Program 2021, they say that it says that it indicates that promoting green business will promote sustainable development. Then from there, we are looking at the impact of green business in Uganda. And one of them, we are looking at the production and the distribution of green energy that if were implemented in 2019, only it promoted 27% of distribution of green energy. Then production and distribution of organic and natural products like Uganda is rich in the agriculture sector and green business has been able to tap into this to produce organic and natural products such as fruits, vegetables, and herbal medicine. Then we can look at waste management and recycling, and we are saying that only 8% of waste generated in urban areas is being collected properly in Uganda. So if green business is well implemented, then it can reduce on waste management. Then it's, as we've seen from the global perspective here, also in Uganda, it can create jobs. Then from there, we are looking at the challenges that are hindering promotion of green business. Then starting with the global perspective, you can see that on global level, the lack of consistency and standardization and standardized regulations. While some countries have implemented regulations to encourage sustainable practices, others have not. And this one is becoming a problem to green business and hindering the sustainable development goals. Then another one, the high costs associated with sustainable practices. Promoting green business is not cheap, so it needs some funds of which some countries don't have. Then there is also low consumer demands for sustainable products and services conve- compared to other products. This one has also hindered green business since there is low demand for green products. Then there is lack of access to information and knowledge about sustainable practices. The information about green business is scarce, and some people don't have access to it, so they lack knowledge on how to implement or how to adopt green business practices. As you see, the level of education and trainings regarding green business are still shallow. Some people lack knowledge about that. Then there is also lack of awareness and understanding of the importance. It does not stop only on the information, but also people are not aware and they don't understand why they should go for green business. This is as a result of lack of political will for some countries and lack of policies that support green business in some countries. Then there is also technical expert and knowledge. Besides the community awareness and the knowledge of the people in the community about green business, there is also another problem with the expert and knowledge regarding green business. There are few experts that can implement green business in countries that are developing like Uganda. Then also in Uganda there is a problem of access to finance. There is limited funding in Uganda. So let be the government, let be the business like SMEs, they don't have the capacity in terms of funds to invest in green business. Then another one, they are poor infrastructures. The countries like Uganda, they are still developing and they lack infrastructures that can promote green business. They lack, for example, they lack reliable energy sources and inadequate waste management facilities that are key factors in promoting green business. Inadequate policy and regulatory framework is also another issue, and we see that in Uganda there is no a clear policy regarding green business. Therefore, people implement it the way they want, and this one has also hindered its success, and it has delayed its adoption by different businesses and community members. We've seen also in Uganda there is limited awareness and demand for green products, as we've seen from the global perspective. Also here in Uganda, it is a big challenge with low education, low exposure. The bigger population in Uganda, they even don't know why they should go green or why they should go for green products and green services. So besides the awareness, or as a result of the low awareness, the demand is also low. Then there is also another challenge of access to technology. The technology in Uganda is still raw, as the technology is expensive to use in terms of the softwares and the data. Therefore, people they don't know the green the technologies that can be used to promote green business. And besides that, also the data to study or to read about green business is also expensive, which is also making people to run away from such important information. That is it, but for more information, you can look at different references that I and my group members that we've attached below. There are quite many, both from Uganda and from a global perspective viewpoint. You can look at them and then can appreciate the need for green business or the need to adapt for adapting green business, the challenges encountered when promoting green business, and the impact of green business. Then for more information for that, you can link, you can get other links from my group members on YouTube. Then there you will appreciate the green business, particularly not only in Uganda, but in global perspective. That's the end of it. Thank you.